Hey, what's up, everybody? It is prediction time for silver and gold spot prices for 2021. This is going to be fun, but before we go on with this video, please smash that like button. Let me know in the comment section, where do you believe silver and gold is going to be? Give me your low and give me your high spot predictions. But I also have to add, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a professional opinion. This is just my opinion, my prediction, and I could be 100%, and chances are I probably will be wrong, because nobody knows where the prices of gold and silver are going. Although I have a gut feeling, and I've had this gut feeling for quite a while, which is why I have not been buying silver or gold. For the most part, I have been buying more of collector pieces, stuff to add to my collection, stuff that has a little bit of a higher premium, stuff that I know that I'll probably never get my money back, but it's pretty to look at and it's part of my collection. But as far as stacking goes, I'm just not stacking the bullion currently because of the fact that I think silver and gold prices could move a lot lower. Now, why do I believe silver and gold prices could move a lot lower? And I'm going to give you an exact spot price that I think we could see in the calendar year of 2021. But I think it's important to talk about how we got to the place where we have been in 2020 with record high gold and pretty close to record high silver, although silver never did hit its all-time high, but it wasn't too far off. But how did we get there? We got there all because, or mostly because of, I don't want to say 100% because of, but it was mostly because of this pandemic. It was massive job loss, massive people being furloughed, and a lot of stimulus. Now, we also saw massive job loss in 2011. Between 2008 2011, we saw silver and gold skyrocket up to all-time highs back in 2011, and it was a little bit of the same thing. People were getting out of the stock market, getting more into silver and gold, and that's what we are kind of seeing in 2020, or did see in 2020. I think people are getting a little bit more out of silver and gold now and going into Bitcoin, getting a little bit more going back to the stock market, which brings me to my prediction. And once again, I have to reiterate that this is just a prediction. This is not a professional opinion. This is just my gut feeling that what we are going to see in 2021, well, first, later in 2020, I think going into 2021, we are going to see vaccines. We're going to see vaccines, and we are going to see many people take them. What is that going to do? That is going to get a lot of people back to work. Sure, there's some businesses that shut down, some businesses that are never going to reopen, but then there's going to be new businesses reopening, new small businesses reopening, and people are going to get back to work. Most of the people who lost their jobs in the airline industry, now will all of them get reemployed in 2021? It all depends on how fast these vaccines come out for the masses. That's right. But as soon as they do, I think that is when we are going to really start to see the prices of silver and gold drop. Now, more so silver, because gold is that tier one asset. Gold is what the central banks stack. Gold is what the countries, a lot of nations stack, is gold. So for that reason, gold, I believe, has a little bit of a bigger upside than silver does. Silver is that industrial metal. Silver is what we need for a lot of our day-to-day things that we use, which I think is a big reason why the price of silver is going to have to be tamed. Sure, we could see that those spikes like we saw in 2011, the spikes we saw in 2020. But once the dust settles, this is what I think we're going to see. I think we are going to see massive selling once people get fully back into the stock market. And I fully believe people will get back into that stock market. We are already starting to see people, I believe, leave silver and leave gold and get into cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. We are seeing that already, I do believe. So what is in store in 2021 for gold and for silver? I believe, now I'm going to keep conservative here. I'm going to keep conservative. You know, a lot of people are going to say, oh, but inflation, oh, but inflation. And yeah, we could see some inflation. I think the inflation that we're going to see is probably no more than 10%. But I think we could get back. I think we could get back to the 2018 levels for silver. I do believe we could see $15, $16 silver again once people start selling a lot of their silver that they've been stacking for the last year. Once people start going back to the stock market, I do think we are going to see a lot of selling. I think there's going to be a lot of inventory, which is going to drive premiums down, and it's going to drive spot price down. The reason why in 2018 and 2017, why we saw those really low spot prices to begin with, is because most of the buying for silver was in the industry, right? Industrial side of it. Not a whole lot of people buying in the terms of bullion. Well, we started to see that change a little bit in 2020. We started seeing a lot more interest and a lot more demand in silver bullion and gold bullion, which drove prices up, and it drove premiums to insane premiums in 2020. Well, once these vaccines are out, once people start taking them, once people start getting back to work, once people start getting back at a big rate into the stock market, which I do believe, by the way, is going to happen, I think we are going to see demand decrease for gold and even bigger decrease in demand for silver from the investment side, from the stacking side, which is going to drive prices and premiums down to close to what they were pre-pandemic, or close to what they were in 2017 and 2008. So here is my prediction. Once again, I could be completely wrong. I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball. Nobody has that crystal ball. So nobody knows for sure, but I believe we will see. Staying a little conservative, I'm going to factor in a little bit of inflation, okay? So even though I still think we could see that $15 silver sometime in 2021, maybe in 2022, but I am going to stay a little conservative, factor in a little bit of inflation into them 2017, 2018 spot prices, and I'm going to say $17.50 for silver and $1,750 for gold, which is going to be a GSR, or a gold to silver ratio, of 100. Of course, we are going to see volatility because silver and gold are both volatile metals, even though silver is much more volatile than gold. But that is my prediction. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I do believe we will see at least $17.50 for silver and $1,750 for gold. 100 to 1 GSR. Of course, we will see fluctuation here and there because, like I said before, both metals are pretty volatile. Silver is more volatile than gold, especially when gold is going down. When gold's going down, silver goes down like a Titanic. When gold is going down, silver sinks. When both metals are going up most of the time. Some of the times, not all the time, but usually see silver go up a little bit faster than gold, but that's not always the case. Anyhow, that is my prediction. At the very least, we will see $1,750 for silver, $1,750 for gold, with the very real possibility that they could go lower than that. Let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.